we're coming at you live at the Sandton Convention Center for the 12th annual Proudly South African Buy Local Summit.
We are a proudly South African bank. So we are a member of Proudly SA.
From Kwaito to furniture.
Yeah, we used to break it, now we make it.
We started with less than 100 exhibitors. Now we have more than 200 exhibitors representing more than 1,000 products.
Wow.
Because some of them come with multiple products.
This is a big deal, man.
This is a big deal. That's why the floor is buzzing like this.
People from other countries, they come here, they take our natural medicine, they ship it to where they come from, they make it, they send it back to us, and then we buy it.
And it says,
I'll grab the original.
beware the kick.
Please don't take that lightly.
Today we've got 2 stores in Sosha and Soweto.
Your own stores?
Yeah, our own stores.
Okay, you're winning. You're winning.
Welcome to Black Excellence. Do not fear, for if you do, just sip on some grandeur. And if you still do, ask ourselves, what would Mapapunzi do? Parama chilla, itlesha lefiki. Ungoyigi, even when they ask you, how sabini, do not fear. For if you do, just say, Anistivi. This is the medicine of censorship. This is the pill. Which one is that one? Podcast and chill.
All right, so we're coming at you live at the Sandton Convention Center for the 12th annual Proudly South African Buy Local Summit.
Yeah.
It's a big day. My first time here. Is it your first time here, son?
First time here. I've always heard, of the summit. I remember last year I was listening to one of the talk stations, and they always here and interviewed some young brands, etc. So it's always happened. I've always known about it, but first time, yeah.
Yeah. I need
Never too late.
Never too late.
Yeah.
Please help me introduce our next guest because I kick him vendor so
Yeah.
Sambalana.
So, last one.
And I don't want to mess up his name. Then jiggy my bank account's not working in the morning.
Yeah. It's Ntate Khalilito Twele.
Yes.
Khalilito Twele. It was close, right? Yeah.
So you are the Absa Executive Enterprise Development CEO, right?
I'd love the CEO.
Of our CEO. It's Executive
But not
Enterprise
quite.
Development.
Executive Enterprise Development.
Yes.
Thank you so much for your time, man. Can you just tell us, how did you guys get involved with this initiative and what's the journey been like, as Absa?
Yeah. I think the first thing is to say that we are a proudly South African bank. So we are a member of Proudly SA. And it touches to the core of what economic development is about. It touches on localization, creating opportunities for local businesses to be productive in the economy, and of course to grow jobs across various sectors. And we saw with COVID that we are actually overly reliant on supply chains from outside of SA. So I think there's a great opportunity to encourage innovation, to encourage entrepreneurship, as well as to make sure that we put our money where our mouth is and support local businesses.
Within I like what you're saying about Absa, and within the supply chain, they make sure of using local talent and local businesses. Can you point out, what in your supply chain used to be done by maybe international business, and then now you've converted that to South African business?
We've got a super story to tell. You know that your story matters is our new tagline.
Yes. I've seen that on the billboards.
So last week at the Black Industrialist Conference, one of our beneficiaries was awarded or recognized for being the first local manufacturer of your credit card products.
Wow.
So there's always been big 4 international manufacturers, and Absa is proud to be the one that gave a locally owned, very competitive and very competent entrepreneur to actually start that business with an offtake. And our peers are also joining the fray in providing diversification by providing him with more opportunities. I think that's a really awesome story.
No, that is awesome.
That is incredible, man.
And I mean, as a small
Thank you.
business owner myself, I know how hard it is, how hard it is to get stuff from the ground, get your business up and running. What advice do you have for someone who's watching this, might have a small business, they're just starting out, but couldn't attend the summit? How is Absa going to be helping them, throughout the course of the year and more years to come?
Yeah. So in enterprise development, what we do is, if we identify beneficiaries who've got a special product and offering, we put them through a diagnostic test, because being an entrepreneur, to your point, is not easy.
It's not easy at all.
How many times have you felt like giving up?
I've lost count.
Exactly. So what we want is to be able to understand the entrepreneur.
Yes.
And what skill sets do they have and where do they need support? And by doing that, we're able to complement them with the right skill set, with the right support. We've got a panels of service providers that specialize in anything from process engineering, financial management, strategy development, digital marketing, you name it. And we then give them an opportunity through what we call non-financial support or business development support, but it's very targeted. And then we open our corporate clients as a marketplace.
Wow.
So we provide access to markets, which is exactly what this is about. We've got 20 beneficiaries, and we're providing them with a platform to be able to sell and exhibit their wares, hoping that we know they will be getting offtakes, they will be getting inquiries, and they fulfill that. And we also help our beneficiaries by taking them along to a lot of our properties that we have. As you know, Absa is a very big brand,
100%.
and it's quite involved in a lot of things within the economy.
Yeah.
So that's what we do. And then, of course, we provide funding with the conscious knowledge that most of our beneficiaries in ED would not have the balance sheet. So we become very innovative in terms of our funding. We use various instruments, and we use a lot of risk mitigation tools to ensure that we are also not reckless with your depositors' money.
Yes, 100%.
Yes.
Yeah.
But really, it's about how we differentiate ourselves by putting ourselves in the entrepreneur's shoes. And we've got a wide variety of sectors that we operate in, including the township economy. We're the partner to the Gauteng Township Economic Development Act, called Kasim North. So we're the funding partner to that, together with the IDC. And we're hoping to see quite a few businesses access that funding, put 100 million on the table. IDC has put 50, and the Gauteng Department of Economic Development has put in 25.
Yeah.
And we're hoping township enterprises will be able to tap into this and grow their businesses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't hear much of what you said. I just heard funding, and then that's where you got me.
And of course, that is when you see a bank, you want to see the funding.
Is there a specific website where our chillers and people watching this can go visit to get more of this information?
Yes, on Absa, you just go to www.absa.co.za.
Yeah.
And you look for alternative funding.
Yes.
And you'll find us there.
Okay. All the details are there.
All the details are there. Or you can send an email to ed@absa.africa, and we'll be able to respond. I've got I call them my crew.
Yeah.
My EDT members are here. We've got some youngsters. We got, and they're here. They man that email address, and they'll make sure that they send you to the right corner for assistance.
No, fantastic. Thank you so much, Ntate. Thank you so much for your time. Great initiative, Sol.
Man.
I'm a big fan of this. You?
Nah, I'm a big fan. And I think he's answered my question. Because I had a question. If I've got a business, right, and like I'm the guy that had the credit cards, but it's a different business, and I want to plug into the Absa's ecosystem as far as supply chain. How do I make that happen? How do I access? What avenue do I use to access Absa? Maybe not for funding, but to do business with Absa.
Yeah. So if you already have a product, you can become part of our supply development initiative. But before you do that, we take you through enterprise development first. Make sure that you've got the basics right so that you're competitive. And then once we see the potential, we then graduate to supply development, where we also do additional business development.
Yeah.
And then we obviously then get you into the supply chain.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Ntate. I
It's
think
a
we
pleasure, and
found
thank you for
our
having
new
us, and well
place,
done.
eh?
Yes, no, it's our new place, definitely.
Our new place.
Yeah.
Yes, you were saying, sorry, I cut you off. You were
No, I'm
saying.
saying that well done on really disrupting broadcasting.
Yeah.
I think that we need more disruptors out there, so you've done well.
Thank you.
And we wishing you all the best.
Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Really
sir.
appreciate it, Ntate.
Thank you,
It's
Tati.
my pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, we're still coming at you live from the Senton Convention Center for the Buy Local Summit, and we're chilling with the legend. Last time I saw this man, Saul Penduka. Wait, what song was it? The TKZ song?
The fiasco. He was in
Fiasco.
TKZ family. Mr. and Mrs. Fake. You remember? Hey, Mr. Fake. Now, hey, Mrs. Fake.
If you are fake, for you there's no cake. Izinto zakho, there's no more mistake.
That's all,
So you
man.
guys owe me 25K now.
For what now?
For me.
What's up?
Please welcome Kagiso Diseko, aka Hwaiza.
Yeah,
Shapu
bro.
Jwa Mofetu, Shapu Jwa.
Oh, man.
Shapu
Hwaiza.
Jwa. Welcome to the land of the chillers.
What brings you here? Because you're not performing.
Yeah, I'm not performing. So we at the convention center.
Yeah.
Let's give
Yeah,
it context.
100%.
Yeah. Senton Convention Center is the buy local
Summit.
Buy SA,
summit.
yeah.
Proudly SA
Yeah.
is doing it. So I've got a company, Patsi Creations, and I make furniture.
Wow.
Wow, man. You make furniture.
Like Jesus.
Jeez.
From Kwaito to furniture.
Yeah. We used to break it, now we make it.
I wonder
Busy furniture. Wawa.
Wow, so wait, when did this start, man? This is amazing.
Man, so it's always been my thing. Okay, I grew up in Orlando East as a kid, and I went to Slopetem.
Yeah.
Slopetem is in Boomtown. Shout out Boomtown, Slopetem, Abangazi, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
And then woodwork was at school. Bengishay woodwork. Yeah, maar bengekho dombe ngiphasa. Amathiza ma strike mina bengibamba class. Ngifundisa ama ABCs. So I was a studious kid, but somewhere along the line I lost it, and then I went to AFDA later on, and I did set designing as one of my subjects, my modules.
yeah.
I did performance set designing, production, script writing, and editing. That time at AFDA you could mix technical and he was yawning. He said, I love you, dog. So
Late nights.
sure, I know what you mean, dog.
Yeah.
So I did set design and all that. So COVID hit, and I was on the tab on SAPC2.
Okay.
Okay.
And when COVID hit, I had money, though, and nowhere to go.
Hey.
I had all these plans, like I wanted to buy a studio, I wanted to buy cameras,
Yeah.
shoot movies, because I act, I'm a filmmaker as well.
Yes.
Wow.
So like, I got that money, but my style was cramped because now the shops are closed.
Oh,
yeah.
yes.
And I found myself going nuts. Like I was losing
Wow,
it
man.
in a bad way. I
Yeah.
can't tell you guys because
No, you
We'll,
can't,
we'll
man.
need
It's a
another
podcast.
episode for
yeah,
that.
let's keep it for
Yeah.
one adjustment. Dangerous times. So, but whenever I prayed, I always got to a point where it was like, do the woodwork.
Wow.
Wow, man.
Like it was crazy. So Patsi Creations is like, that's what my grandmother used to do for us. Aroma di parts. Because my grandmother is from Blood River, go Pietersburg. So she grew up on cooking kamaplanka ka di kgong. Wa bona?
Yeah.
So now it's a mola tandi parts. But even if the food was not there, she'd make a fire with that. She'd cook in the ground, or the electricity is not there. She'd make a plan, but
Just
just
resourceful.
Yeah.
with, these are humble beginnings, bro.
100%.
Like a stupid thing like wood,
Touch wood.
Who would have
le
thought?
planka. Patsi Creations. So
Wow, man.
like it's
So-
really like just.
Let's bring it.
I don't think it's as amazing to you guys as it is to me, but
No, I get it. I
It
get it.
is,
100%.
yeah,
It
bro.
is.
I mean, come on.
But let's bring it forward
Just
now.
give us the whole background.
You've got the company.
Yeah.
What do you guys specialize in? What do you have here for us? Like, what are you guys into?
okay, I brought what I could here. This wood is oak.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow, man.
So these are just chopping boards,
Yeah.
right? And then you can check it out really hard. The thickness here is just for the look. But this is just as good. You know?
Wow, it's
Yeah.
solid, man.
Oak is good wood. Yeah. So these are chopping boards that I brought through just to show you guys. I'm not lying. I'm telling the truth. You know?
So it's chopava.
You have to contact our company. My company is Patsi Creations.
Yeah.
My number is 063 300 1084. I don't have a website yet, but I'm working on that.
Yeah.
Okay,
you know,
cool.
but for now you can contact me direct.
And
So
then
you
what
do-
are these?
yeah.
Well, yeah.
These are just swatches. These are different colors of the material on stuff that we do upholstery on, like your couches.
Oh, wow.
Like your chairs.
Yes.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
do office furniture.
Headboards.
Headboards. Yeah. Headboards, chairs. We do office furniture. We do outdoor furniture.
Outdoor, nice.
can
Wow,
use this
patio
on
furniture.
cushions.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's quite.
And where are you
it's quite
situated?
fast.
In Tolava.
Go Rodiport.
Report.
Rodiport. Ish. I wish I could. You know, I really need a website.
Yeah.
Yeah. But in Rodiport. But feel free, use the number. The factory's in Rodiport.
Okay,
We're based
fantastic.
there. Yeah. Or if you Google Patsi Creations, there's an address there.
Bro,
You can
if
come
I'm a
through and
business
check us
person
out.
and I'm thinking, I always see like the Proudly SA logo on company stuff. How does that benefit you? Like, you know, having that certification that you're Proudly SA, how does it work out for you as a business person?
Proudly SA is a great initiative, right? And I joined it, and now I'm a part of like an ecosystem. You know what I mean? I'm here because I'm a member of Proudly SA.
Wow, so you get
understand?
plugged into the ecosystem.
Into the ecosystem. So there's buyers, there's sellers, there's marketers. Actually, there's Proudly SA e-commerce. Is it e-commerce platforms?
Yes.
It is, ne?
Yeah.
E-commerce
I'm not
platforms.
sure,
Yeah, where you buy online.
Yes.
So yeah, they're great and they're
And you
aligned
plugged
with.
into that.
Yeah.
You get an access to a network essentially of
Yeah.
clients, suppliers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's a great initiative that Bo Happy have come up with, and I salute them for that.
Wow, man.
Yeah. So I'm part of it now. So it's just growth from here, and there's a lot of competition as well here. You know.
Lovely,
And I know where I need to get to.
Yeah.
You know. So it's that simple. We're always growing. You know.
Khwaiza, thank you so much for your time,
Shout
man.
out
Really
to
appreciate
Khwaiza.
it, man.
Yeah.
And let's get this man a website, man. We got chillers that do websites.
Oh, yeah,
If you want to
man.
help out Khwaiza, please, what's your number again?
063
Yeah.
300.
1084.
Yeah. No, when I get your website.
No, the chillers will sort you out.
Ah, simple,
The chillers
simple.
will sort you out. The chillers will sort you out,
my
man.
dog.
Sure of it. I appreciate
It's going to be
you.
the best website ever of
appreciate
all
you.
time.
Yeah.
I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you.
Thank you,
Buffett,
Khwaiza.
before I go,
Yeah.
I know it's about that time. I just need to say this. Buffett, to here, ne, with what you've done here, ne, I know you guys had your ups and downs. And I saw it. There was a time I thought these guys were out of
Yeah.
knocked out. But you guys sustained it. And now I see you guys have a big team. I used to come around. I came around once or twice.
Yeah.
When you guys were still at in town at the museum.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is going somewhere. And I'm so happy that it's grown as much as it has. Because I know definitely just by sitting on this chair, my company's going to grow.
Of course.
Oh,
I'm going to
definitely,
get
man.
impact. I'm not
Yeah.
going to walk away from here like you guys did nothing for me.
100%.
You know,
and that's what it's all about, man.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
bro.
And I love it. And then now one day you'll come and you'll be like, Khwaiza, you've created jobs. You guys created
100%.
Yeah, you've
And then the
opened
cycle
doors, not
continues.
Joshua's, but
That's
doors.
it.
Yeah.
jobs. Yeah. We got to
You've
shut
opened
Joshua doors.
No, you open doors. You got to open doors, not Joshua's, but Khwaiza's doors, right? You're gonna open doors, bro. On God, you're gonna open doors, man. Shout
I
out.
love you.
Thank you.
I love what you guys have done. I love your spirit. Thank you
Thank
so
you so
much.
much.
Keep it going. And then,
Kotish.
trying to get a place like a piece nyana.
Danko.
Oh man, yeah,
not
bro.
a song. I mean, like
A piece,
maybe like a bench or a couch. Nyana.
Oh, bro,
Like
yeah.
this,
We need a new
couch.
table at
You
our
guys don't
studio.
drink.
Yeah, actually,
You guys
yeah.
don't drink anymore on your show.
No, I get it here. We are corporate.
Oh, la
Yeah.
We're trying to get that corporate bag.
Yeah, exactly, man. You know, gotta be sober, man.
Get it.
Yeah.
Guys, I've been sober for 7 years.
Wow,
Congratulations,
bro.
man.
Damn.
Do you know how
that's
drunk I used to get?
No.
For
Yeah,
real?
let's not talk about it for another show. Patsi Creations, get your furniture buffet. We've got a wonderful initiative as well. Before I go, called Dignity Through Furniture. And guys, chillers, buffet. If you know a household in your community that needs furniture,
Wow.
we've got a catalog.
Midrand.
We've got a catalog. No, like a blind or disabled-led households, child-led households. Hold on, so
Yeah.
elderly-led households.
Indigents, yeah.
Sibafake emakasi
Okay.
nase if awuna furniture buyele kasi. It's that simple.
Okay.
Emakasi,
Beautiful.
rural areas, we donate furniture there.
Wow,
So if anybody's listening, we're doing this from the money we make from Patsi Creations.
Lovely.
Wow.
Lovely.
So when you buy our product, just know you're supporting that initiative.
Wow.
And also, if there are stakeholders, to please, if you didn't hear my number, get in touch with these guys.
Yeah.
I'll be scrolling in the messages, Linda.
Yeah.
Because I like the attention. And I'll call you. I'm honest.
Thank you, man.
We're doing that, bro.
100%.
I love you guys.
Shout out.
Please, God bless you.
Bro, God bless your hustle, bro.
Thank you. God bless my
Yeah,
hustle.
man.
God bless your hustle.
Thank
Guys,
you.
I will chapela finish.
He misses the mic, man. He misses the mic. Shout out, fam. Shout out.
All right, we're still coming at you live from the Sandton Convention Center for the Proudly SA Buy Local Summit, the 2024 edition, the 12th one. And right now we're joined by a man who made all of this possible. Please make some noise for Heish.
Proudly SA CEO. You stays machine, yeah.
Uncle.
And he's looking at it.
Yeah?
I'm terrible, man. When it comes to saying people's names, I'm terrible. And it's unfortunate because you're a big chiller, but thank you so much for coming through, man.
Sure, thank you.
I really appreciate you having us. Let's start by talking about what is it exactly that Proudly SA does?
So Proudly SA is a buy local campaign, and what we do is we ensure that if there's anyone making a purchasing decision, we at least try get them to choose locally made products as best as possible. In some instances, the stuff is not available in the country, but in many instances, the stuff is available in the country. Off air, we spoke about your gin.
100%.
That's a good example. So if there are people who are consuming gin on weekends, or if we go on to Puza Thursday, they're consuming it, we want them to choose that one.
Yes.
And that is the thinking. But it extends beyond consumers. It goes to the public sector, government. The collective spend in government is quite high. And so the thinking is that they need to utilize as much of that as possible to grow the economy. Same as the private sector. Because if you think about it, I mean, there are towns that I spoke about earlier on today, Hammersdale and Newcastle. They used to have as a main source of employment factories that used to make clothes and things like that. So as those factories closed down because we started importing stuff, all of those factories closed down and people lost jobs. And so, the objective behind Proudly Self-Care is if people are buying, buy local so that those people who make those products can retain the jobs that they've created and create new job opportunities.
And you know, that's so true because I've got a small business like you mentioned, and it really does help, you know, when people buy local.
Yeah.
You are able to expand, hire more people, do even cooler stuff, which is great. So what was the idea behind starting the summit?
So more than 12 years ago, the idea to start the summit was to try and find a way in which you could have conversations with those who are meant to create a conducive environment. Because at a policy level, government needs to come to the party so that, for example, if things are brought into the country and they need to be levied, tariffs or import duties levied, poultry is a good example, where people are basically just dumping these things into the country.
Yes.
And so what you want is for government to play an active role in ensuring that if there's an industry like that must be protected, government protects it. That there's policies that make it possible for business people like this to can do business and prosper. So it was then decided that let's have conversations with the business people themselves, with government. And over time, it evolved to going beyond just a conference that takes place over one day, but it became a 2 days conference, where on day 2, we really focus only on small businesses. So tomorrow is just small businesses.
Wow, beautiful.
Going back to the example I gave you, tomorrow we have a couple of gin manufacturers. We call it happy hour. All of these 1,000 delegates who are here,
Wow.
or will be here tomorrow, will get to partake. We're not promoting drinking, but yeah, we'll partake. They do drink anyway.
100%.
Exactly.
They drink anyway. And so the thinking is that we support businesses like that. And the other thing that we did was to come up with an expo, because a lot of the times we came across people who said, we want to buy local, but what is made locally? Where can we find it? And we said, okay, let's have an expo. We started with less than 100 exhibitors. Now we have more than 200 exhibitors representing more than 1,000 products.
Wow.
Because some of them come with multiple products.
This is a big deal, man.
This is a big deal. That's why the floor is buzzing like this.
Yes.
It's a big deal. People are selling. People with consumer-facing products are selling to consumers. People who are targeting businesses are match-made. So I'm going to keep using your example. If you are saying as a gin manufacturer, the person who you want to reach through the expo is a retailer who will give you shelf space.
Wow.
Ahead of time, we match you. So there's matchmaking that has happened. There's about 400 meetings happening over this 2-day period between retailers, buyers from corporate, and our exhibitors. So all of these exhibitors are having different meetings with people who are meant to buy from them or give them shelf space.
That's amazing, man.
How does one become a Proudly SA certified business?
So you need to apply.
Have a good business. Start off.
Let's start there.
And it must be local.
It must be local.
Yeah.
And you're right by good business, because there's 2 key criteria. You touched on the one, the product must be made in South Africa. So it must be a locally made product. You touched on the other, it must be a good business with a good product, with a high quality product. I mean, if you walk the floors, there's a part of the expo floor where we have people with cosmetic products.
Yeah.
If somebody uses it and the skin bends, then it's our problem. Because somebody might have said, what convinced them to buy the product is us giving them the
that
logo to
logo
use.
is very powerful.
So all these companies have gone through a rigorous vetting process. We've checked that the quality is right. We've checked that they comply with what is required for that industry by way of standards.
Beautiful, man.
And then there's a fee, but it's not expensive.
Yeah.
And I think I must tell the chillers, there's perception out there that is expensive. It's 500 rands per annum to invest in your business.
Wow.
If your turnover is up to 5 million rands.
That's not a lot.
It's not a lot. Per annum.
Affordable.
Yeah, especially if you consider what we give you. I mean, these stands cost us an arm and a leg. The team said I must not mention the numbers. But they cost us an arm and a leg. And these are people who, some of them really only paid us 500 rands per annum. Yeah.
We interviewed Khauza, and he was mentioning that being a part of the Proudly SA ecosystem has helped him in such a way that, one can't believe. So if I'm a chiller right now, I've got a small business, we know how tough it is to get things off the ground. What does it entail? Plug it into the Proudly SA machine, because he mentioned also something like an e-commerce platform where people can buy and sell. Which
where
I
you
think
can
is
buy
amazing.
suppliers, you network with like-minded business, and you get clients. What else do you benefit?
So he's right. I mean, there are portals where our buyers can find each other and buy from each other. And there's one called Market Access Platform. But there's also an e-commerce platform and the portal is really for business-to-business purposes. But for those with consumer-facing products, we have an e-commerce platform that we're launching in April, and you are able to go on there, list for free, we don't charge you, and then you can sell your products on there. But what we've done is, whilst waiting for our own platform to come to fruition, we partnered. Take a Lot is here.
Yes.
We partnered with the likes of Take a Lot, with Naspers.
So
with
what's the
Zulzi.
deal like with Take a Lot? They take the product.
They take the products. We negotiated with them that because the products are vetted, they can trust them.
Oh, beautiful.
So they're taking the products, and we have a special rate for our members.
Oh, that's amazing.
Anyone who's not a member will go there and they will be charged
And
normal rates.
it's a vigorous process to try to get into Take a Lot.
Yeah, because of quality control. It's
like you're back at school.
A lot of QC,
But if you come through us,
Yes.
half the job is done.
Yeah.
And the rates are lower if you're a member of Proudly South Ken. So those are the partnerships. Is to really make sure that those with products can get them to consumers. And so we have multiple third-party relationships and a lot of success stories that have come out of that. Because really the biggest complaint, especially from SMM, is not being able to get their products to the customers they're
100%.
targeting.
Yeah.
So.
Penduka, any question you got?
Nah, that was my main question. You know,
Yeah.
the processes of actually being part of Proudly SA that I've asked.
And what's the vision for the summit? Because as you can see, year on year, you guys are growing. I mean, I love what you guys are doing. What is the vision for the next 5-10 years?
Look, my team is telling me they're overwhelmed. It's too big. So
They want to cut it down a bit.
no. They know that the challenge we have from the board is every year it must be bigger.
Yeah.
I can tell you this is much bigger than it was last year.
Wow.
But the real intention is to ensure that space permitting, get more exhibitors in. Some of the exhibitors don't know that we had to cut space from 3x3 to 2x2 so that we can accommodate more compared to last year. So we'll be creative in terms of how you accommodate more next year, diversify much more. I mean, we have about representation from about 26 different sectors. If you walk these floors, clothing and textile, there's automotive, there's furniture, there's steel, there's multiple things that you can find. And so the objective is to expand into more sectors because you have entrepreneurs in more sectors that are not necessarily here. So that's the first thing. Secondly is to grow what we started with the matchmaking. We also introduced a pitching session where we're teaching our guys how to pitch to buyers. So next year we'll have more buyers. Tomorrow there's a session in the afternoon where 5 of the companies who made it through a workshop we hosted last week for our guys to pitch, and they competed amongst each other. 5 of them are pitching to buyers tomorrow. And so it's like a dragon's den kind of thing. So we're going to grow that, do it nationally, have it culminate in the finale taking place here in March.
Beautiful, man.
Many things that are going to happen to grow this. And it's really for the benefit of not just the businesses, but the economy. We all know someone who's unemployed.
Yeah.
They're in our homes, they're in our churches, they're everywhere. We need to get them employed.
I think next year what we must do on the Saturday, we must cap it, close it off with one big party. You know, South Africans love parties.
Yeah, I know.
And then you can buy all these products at the party.
Yeah.
But we tried today. I mean, there's a session now focusing on Amapiano.
The robot boy.
But let me tell you, and I'm proud to say I came up with that idea because because I have a teenage daughter who's crazy about my piano. I said to them, every time she introduces me to a song, and I ask her, whose song is this?
Yes.
There's 5 or 6 people in every single song.
Yes.
And all of these people are breadwinners.
100%.
They are all breadwinners.
Kids, young kids.
You know, they could have chosen to take the route of crime, but they've chosen this route. The least we can do as an entity that has the ability to influence thinking in the country is to get people to back them, to support them, to listen more.
And it's not just the country, the world.
The world. In fact, that's why it's sponsored and brought to you by Brand South Africa, which is meant to promote the country.
Yes.
And everything it offers all over the world. So this session, the Amapiano session, is brought to you by Brand South Africa.
Wow,
it's about taking this genre to the world, continue to take it to the world, but to more and more in the world who are still to be exposed to it.
Yeah, the main complications that I've seen is visas. That's the main thing people are crying about.
Traveling.
Yeah.
You could make that easier, hopefully.
Brand South Africa.
Nah.
Go to Brand South Africa.
Yeah.
And that's their job. Their role is to ensure that they make it easy for you. If you're going to help them promote the image of the country, they're going to do that.
Yeah.
But proudlysa.co.za, write to us.
Yeah.
Go to our website, info@proudlysa.co.za. If there's any way in which we can help, we'll always help.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
29th May, who are you voting?
I'm doing the right thing.
You Stace, do the right thing, man. Do the right thing.
Thank you so much, sir, for your time, man.
Thank
Appreciate
you, guys.
it.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Sure.
All right, so Sopenduka, we're still here at the Buy Local Summit.
Yeah, man.
And we couldn't leave without talking to some local business owners to find out, what they're doing.
There's hundreds of them.
You
We
know
had
what I
to
mean?
grab a few,
Yeah. So please welcome Simran Sahib.
Perfect.
She runs
You
the
got that
company.
right.
Yeah. First one I got today.
It is.
She runs a company called Legacy Gala. Right?
Yes.
All right, so what's that company about? What do you guys do?
Okay, firstly, thank you guys so much for having me on.
No problem. Anytime.
So currently I'm 17 years old in Matric.
Wow.
I know a lot of people think I'm a lot older.
Oh.
But I started this organization when I was 15 years old with the aim of bridging the social gap and spreading awareness on period poverty.
Okay.
I know this is probably about to get very deep now, but 7 million girls across South Africa are actually affected by period poverty. And of these 7 million, 30% of these girls don't go to school as a result.
Jeez.
And what happens is when girls are absent in school, this perpetuates the gender gap, especially in subjects like science, technology, math, and engineering.
Yeah.
It leads to a higher outcome of teen pregnancy, mental health issues, and self-esteem issues. So what we do is we take girls from around South Africa, and put them through skills development and empowerment workshops. And it all culminates in a gala dinner, like we were mentioning earlier, where they're able to present themselves to society. And what happened was last year I had the opportunity to represent South Africa in the World Health Organization at a Model United Nations conference in Thailand. And through that experience, I realized the true importance of youth empowering youth.
Yes.
And I've partnered up with schools in Belgium, the Netherlands, and France to bring a Model United Nations conference into South Africa under the Legacy Gala, and in exchange take some of our girls across.
Wow, man, this is incredible. Why would you want to do something like this? Because, I mean, most 17-year-olds are out there drinking, getting wasted, and smoking weed.
Enjoying Yanos, you know.
Well, I'm a very futuristic thinker. I would love to pursue a career in politics when I'm older. And this is something I was exposed to when I was very young. In fact, when I was 11 years old, my sister decided to climb Mount Kilimanjaro to raise awareness for period poverty.
Oh, wow.
And as this child, I would just follow her around with all these pads, just holding them up everywhere. Here, do you guys want a pad? Not knowing what I was doing or what I was saying.
Yeah.
And the following year, I got my period, and I realized what a taboo topic this is, and how important it is to actually stand up and speak about it. I don't know if I made you guys uncomfortable by talking about it.
Oh, no, never.
Never.
Because I think involving men in the conversation is something that's so important, because people don't realize that this affects them as well.
Period. Everybody needs to be part of it.
On average, 5,000 teachers are affected by period poverty in a year in school. Teachers. And what happens is when these teachers don't get to go to school, what happens to the male students?
Jeez.
And they're not even aware of the issue of period poverty, so they don't know how to handle it. They don't know why they're not getting an education. So you can only imagine the increased number of days that these schoolgirls are not getting an education as well.
Now, I want to ask you, Simran, how can people get in touch with you if they want to be a part of this initiative that you've started?
So you can go to our Instagram, which is @LegacyGalaSA, and send us a DM, and I will send through any information for you guys to get involved.
Fantastic.
What difference has being part of Proudly SA made in your company and its initiative?
I think the biggest difference is being able to spread the word. And I think spreading awareness is very important, as well as raising the funds. It's not just about what can I do one time to help these girls, but it's about how can I create a sustainable future for them. And being part of initiatives and events like this helps spread the word in a way that we can ensure that it's sustainable and can last in the long term. I think it's not just about a donation of money or a once-off thing. It's about how can I donate my time, my energy, my effort into making sure that this project and other projects like this can last a long time. It's the networking behind it. You know, for me as a 17-year-old to have a safe space where I can feel like I'm taken seriously and that people are able to actually listen to what I say through this initiative is very important, and one thing that Proudly South Africa has definitely helped with.
Fantastic.
Keep doing the great work.
Simran, thank you so much, man. Appreciate your time, man. And do you get scared when you miss your period now, or that's...
I mean, teachers are missing their periods. Teachers are missing periods at school.
When I miss my period, you know, like if it skips, you know what? Yes.
Oh, okay.
I do. But you see, the thing is,
You had a pregnant pause there for a second.
I have no reason to be scared.
Yes, but
I just am.
Yeah.
I'm like, maybe I'm the next Mary.
Who knows?
You never know.
You never know.
Never know.
Like, I consider myself to be a special person.
Yes.
God might make an example of me.
I like that, man. Simran, thank you so much.
I get
Simran Saeed.
Shout out to you, man.
Shout out, Simran.
So I'm really excited because we are joined by a black-owned plant-based medicine company. So
wow.
And this is the owner of it. His name is Tebogo Chopane. The name of the company is called Biomuti.
Correct, yeah.
All right, so explain that. What does it mean to be a plant-based medicine company?
So basically, what we've done is that we looked at our arsenal of medicine that we have in South Africa. And we have a whole lot. I don't know if you know this. South Africa has got one of the biggest biodiversity of medicinal plant in the world.
Wow.
So basically what it means is that people from other countries, they come here, they take our natural medicine, they ship it to where they come from, they make it, they send it back to us, and then we buy it. That's exactly what it is.
Crazy, right?
Absolutely mental.
And you are changing all of that now.
Absolutely. So what we've done is that we went through with the idea of creating, like Mhlonyan. Take Mhlonyan, for example. It's a well-known medicine when it comes to flu. I mean, we grew up Mhlonyan. Whenever you were sick, your mom would say, hey, Mhlonyan. Yeah, I've applied. Yeah.
Mhlonyan.
You see like guys drinking that thing looking all weird.
Mhlonyan.
But you drink that stuff, your flu's gone. If you remember the COVID cure, that was Mhlonyan coming from Madagascar.
Wow.
Exactly. So looking at Mhlonyan and you extracting it, we call it an aqueous extraction. So basically it's like boiler basically. And then from there you do either a freeze dry because you want to get the powder, or you do like a spray dry. The cheapest one is a spray dry, of course, because it uses heat. After you get that powder, you then have this medicine that you can put into capsules.
Beautiful.
That's it.
So what products do we have in front of us here?
So
What
we've
you got here?
Products for, let's start with the one for men, my favorite ones. I made this for myself.
Okay.
Oh, damn, bro.
That's the thing, you know, when you get to the age of 40, your prostate starts to enlarge. I don't know if you noticed, when you urinate, when you were 16, you could literally shoot all the way to where the stands are.
Yes.
But as you get older, it gets less and less and less. We use the analogy of it goes that way, all the way down here between your legs.
Yes.
Basically.
Yeah.
So you see a 65-year-old, he's struggling. Asha 69, it's very, very difficult. So when you take something like that, it's going to help with the inflammation because your prostate is like a little ball that sits between your testicles and your bladder on top. So it sits right in between. The function of a prostate is to produce semen. And that semen accompanies your sperm when you ejaculate. That's why we call it sperms. But it's technically not sperms, right? So what happens is that it enlarges after you reach the age of 40, making it very, very difficult for you to urinate. So all you gotta do, you take something like a Prostivax, which has all the stuff that we, like, it's got African Prunus africana, which is African cherry. Again, Africa full of medicine. It's got things like saw palmetto, pumpkin seeds. Eat your pumpkin seeds. Eat your tomatoes, by the way. They're good for your prostate. And you eat something like that, and if you're taking something like that here, then it reduces that inflammation. Boom. Wow. Crazy stuff.
Crazy,
It is. I mean, all these, you know, I always say that nature has all the answers. They're all out there. All you gotta do is just find Oreki Lise, mix it about, boom, you've got yourself a solution.
Bro, I think we're going to have you back, man. Please comment if you want him back for full episode,
for a
man.
full thing, man.
Yeah.
I think that would be amazing because,
bro.
you know, we crisscross the entire country. For example, Chillax, stress and anxiety. It's got a product called Skeletium. Skeletium, you find it in Western Cape.
Chillax.
Now, Skeletium, the Germans are buying it.
Wow.
The French are buying it. The Americans are buying it. You ask South Africans about Skeletium, they don't know what it is.
Nah, dog. What is it? A piano song?
Here we go,
bro.
right? And yet, if you are stressed, if you have anxiety, you take a product like this called
crazy.
Chillax, you come down, you chill
No
the whole
fucking
day.
way.
I'm serious, bro.
Wow.
Just like that.
You don't have to smoke weed.
Well, you cannot replace weed, dude.
Exactly. That's my G.
What?
Yeah.
Talking about weed, this is weed.
Wow.
We also make that.
So, wow, that looks like a pen, man.
I know. Incognito.
This is insane,
Literally.
man.
You could-
Penduka, you had a question?
Yeah, bro. Why pharmaceuticals? What's your background in this space?
So my grandmother was a traditional healer.
Oh, wow.
So I come from a traditional healer space. My mom is a traditional healer.
Wow.
So when you grow up with herbs
Yes.
surrounding you, right? And I've done all different kind of businesses, but when I did this 7 years ago, that was it. It was the
was your
most
calling.
fulfilling
Your
thing I
calling,
could
bro,
ever
to
do.
the family,
Exactly.
yeah.
No,
But you
man.
can imagine when you have with someone and someone has a problem and you like can solve that. I mean, it's unbelievable.
Tebuko, we really got to have you back, man.
Thanks,
Please,
man.
like I said, comment if you want Tebuko back. What's an emoji for Biomuti?
Ish, I'm not sure.
Medicine. Just put a medicine
Yeah.
emoji there.
And quick one, last one, man. Where do I go purchase if I want to buy your
Yes.
muti?
All right, so we have a. That's it. So we have our own store, biomuti.co.za.
Oh,
You can go check it out and you can buy a product. And by the way, we're working
bio
on
is B-I-O muti, not Biomuti.
Yes,
Aye, cool.
Biomuti.
Muti, yes.
So it's BIOMUTI.co.za.
Brilliant.
We also can be found at Clicks.
Oh, wow.
You
Beautiful,
retail,
man.
Clicks.
Shout out, man.
Thank you.
out.
We're in Clicks.
Wasn't
Clicks.
easy, no?
No.
I know.
That's the thing.
Yeah, it's tough.
I think that should change. Don't you think?
Yeah,
That should
yeah,
change.
definitely.
I think market access is the biggest problem with everybody who's here.
the barriers to entry are ridiculous.
No, they are. They are. I
Insane.
mean, the stuff that they ask for you to actually do, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's
Especially
why,
if you have our skin color.
more especially that. You know, last week I was here at this place at the Black Industrialist Conference organized by the president. It's the second one. And my issue, and I've said this the last time I was here a year ago, I said market access. There's no point in you giving me 50 million to create a factory and whatever I'm going to make, I can't sell it to anyone.
What's the point?
Yeah.
Because there's gatekeeping there of white people blocking my access to go into clicks
Right.
and discount.
Yeah.
It makes no sense. Either we find a way to make sure that black people have a representation there with their products, or give us the money to set up retail.
Simple.
Then we create
Yeah.
our own retail.
Get
Yeah.
on retail.
And talking about retail, we're creating our own retail called
Nice.
Tatso.
Man, you gotta come back. They will
Yeah, you need to come back, bro. Like, definitely, man. There's
Thank
so
you,
much.
guys.
We're telling us to wrap it up, man. But Tebogo, thank you so much, man.
No, it's
so we're
great,
gonna
man.
please speak to Dudu. We need to have you back. Man.
Yeah,
There's so much to unpack,
definitely,
bro.
Thank
bro.
you, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Cool, man.
Shout out, Tebza.
Where's the
Cool.
Mpesu here? Which one is the Mpesu?
That's coming.
Ah, okay.
That's coming. Still loading.
No, thank you, Tebogo.
Well, I mean,
Sure,
thank you,
sure,
guys,
bro.
eh? Sure.
So I think this is, without a doubt, my favorite product of the day so far. Because I love chili.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm a big chili fan. I've had all the chilies in SA.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Please welcome Rilebogile Sikwane. You are... No, the
Office
company
manager.
is owned by your mother. Please
Yes.
explain. So,
So this company was started by my mother. It's a family business, basically.
Nice.
So it had a completely different name prior to this, but then we upgraded it, changed it, modified it. And then her partner is Tepiso Manyoha,
all right. And the
Yeah.
company is called Chuck Chili.
Chuck Chilli.
Before we started recording, you said there's a difference between chili and
Acha.
acha.
Yes.
Explain further.
So firstly, a lot of people always say, is this acha? And we're like, no. This is pure chili. It's chili, red chili, green chilies, habanero in here. There's no mango or anything like that. It's chili, but there's a huge difference. Obviously acha is more like a fruity,
Yeah.
hot, spicy thing. So no, this is just chili. It's chili straight.
And what's the chili game like? Because there's a lot of chilies out there.
There's a lot of chilies, man.
There really is. And I think it's an interesting market to get into because everyone makes their chili at home. Their grannies are making achas. So it's like, how do you get this one through the market? But it's just a marketing thing. It's really pushing your brand.
And how have you guys done with that regard?
Family is where we started. So family would push it for us. Friends or family would push it for us.
Yeah.
Companies we would work for, employed by would push it for us. Like it was a community thing. This is a community brand. That's where we are right now.
Which community are you from?
We're from Midrand.
Oh, Midrand.
Yes.
Okay. And then,
How long have you guys been Proudly SA, and how did that change the business?
So we've been Proudly SA for 4 years now. And it's given us a platform to network with other brands that have also helped. Like even the actual packaging, there's companies under Proudly SA that have helped us market.
wow.
Do you
So
see
it's
the
improved the
connecting?
product.
You know what I mean?
Literally.
Yeah, like in Proudly SA, like here is a community. We all help each other out. This one has the packaging. This one has the labeling. This one has the chili.
Wow.
This one has the onion.
This
You
one
know
has
what I mean?
transport.
Do you understand? Exactly.
Jeez, that's so beautiful.
Yeah,
man.
we work together.
What
so
about
it's
buying this
amazing.
stuff? Chuck Chili.
You can buy it at Checkers Select Stores, Spar Select Stores, Take a Lot online,
Yes, Take a Lot.
Zolzi, Macro online order, Food Lovers Market across the nation. It's
Beautiful.
incredible. We're still growing.
Yes.
I'm trying to get into more spaces, but it's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Rilebogile, thank you so much, man.
Thank you so
Can I take this
much.
home, man?
Yes, of course.
I gotta
This is
take
for
this
you
one.
guys. I don't know if you want to take both because that's hot.
Yeah.
That's original. And then there is a mild, but it's sold out. So
Okay.
Yeah.
And it says
I'll
beware,
grab the original.
beware the cake.
please don't take that lightly.
Hey, I can't wait.
Don't take that. But if you want to taste it as well, here's some biscuits for you guys. You guys can help yourselves.
All right,
Original is not as hot.
No, it's a medium.
Wow. And last, how many people you are employed by
About
Chuck?
15 now.
Wow.
15, 1 5.
Wow.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Wow.
Yeah.
This is so amazing to see. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Take
Thank
care,
you.
all right?
Thank you. Nice to
See,
meet
all
you.
the best. So this one, Sol, is a very special one for me, right?
Oh, yeah?
When we started the podcast, we used to have a segment called Black Friday. where we would encourage
I remember.
black owners to come and speak about their products
Black
and whatnot.
businesses, yeah.
Black businesses and whatever.
Yeah.
So Bonga was one of the very first few guys. Even Lekau from Drip was there as well.
Wow.
And Bonga is actually Macmillan's brother. You know Macmillan who
I
does...
remember Macmillan. Yeah.
What does he do? Basani Cleaners. Yeah, so they're brothers. It's a battle of entrepreneurship.
Yeah, that's a good brother. That's good. That's good sibling rivalry right there.
Wait, let me ask you this, like, who's winning?
I don't know. I've never seen your paint anywhere, but I always see Basani Cleaners on Instagram, so I don't know.
Okay.
Who's winning?
I think I am. I'll tell the story why, but I think I am.
Oh, yeah?
So
But he's
Bonga,
a great entrepreneur, though.
you own a black-owned paint company.
Yeah.
It's called Splash Coating Africa. Please tell us more about that, man.
Well, Splash Coatings Africa was founded in 2017 after buying IP. So I bought an IP from an R&D company that specializes in chemical engineering. And we started first selling product as a reseller.
Yeah.
And then later on, we built a factory in 2019. And today we've got 2 stores in Sosha and Soweto.
Your own stores?
Yeah, our own stores.
Okay, you're winning. You're winning. I can believe you're winning compared to your brother.
So we've got our own 2 paint stores, and then we're on Take A Lot. We're actually with Putima Hanyele just now, you know?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, talking about how we're doing on the Take A Lot platform. And we are opening Midrand soon, another store.
Oh, man.
And,
That's amazing, bro.
And what else? We are part of the Investec group now, Property Investec Property Fund Enterprise Development Program.
What does that mean? Like, what do you get?
We are part of the development. So there's a company called Property Point. Property Point belongs to Growth Point. They look at black suppliers or emerging suppliers within the property space. So we got into that program as a potential supplier in the commercial space. I mean, 80% of the South African paint industry or 60% is owned by foreign companies.
Jeez.
So we are coming in as a premium and affordable paint brand within the space. We've done work for DJs in there.
Yeah.
Everything that DJs Zintle owns is painted by us.
Wow. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Black company supporting another black company.
We've done Lekahu,
Wow.
the home that he just recently built for his mom. We painted that. We've done Tando Tabete at some point. No, not Tando Tabete. Yeah, is it Tando Tabete? 947.
Yeah.
Tando, yeah.
Tando Tabudi. Yeah.
Tabudi, we've done, what's her name? Brendan Praise.
Yeah.
So we've done a couple of nice things.
Bro, what I love about your brand is that, you know, so many of us, when you want to start a business, it's always the same stuff. Alcohol.
Yes.
But you're doing well in alcohol.
Yeah, because I'm alcoholic.
Okay, cool. So you're
Stick to what you know.
Yeah. What made you go into paint?
Yeah.
Man?
So I'm a UCT graduate, and I studied politics. Funny. And then after graduation, came back and I started a business. Well, I joined a business that was in the mining space. And I realized that, we were not successful. 2015 up until 2017, we were trying to sell this technology in the mining space. But after that, what I realized is it's easier to start a business that sells products to your neighbor.
The everyday person.
Someone that can relate, someone that has the same problem as you. It's not difficult for you to convince them otherwise. The company that I got involved with when I was starting in the mining industry, it's not my neighbor. I don't know anything about mining. So paint became a relevant product for us to sell. When the opportunity was presented, I kept it with both hands. And the first person that bought my paint was actually my neighbor back home.
Wow.
Crazy. And we've been growing ever since. I mean, we started painting RDPs. And now we're painting. The most expensive house that we've painted is a 35 million rand house.
Yes. Wow, man.
We are currently painting a 15 million rand house in Blue Hills. So those are high net worth LSM people that are finding relevance in what we're doing because we make a really great product.
Bonga, say less, brother.
Bro,
Appreciate
it's
you. So
amazing,
proud of
man.
you,
Thank
man.
you,
It's
man.
so amazing. I think we must bring back Black Friday because everyone that was on it is now a millionaire.
Exactly. Let's create more. Create more, bro. Bring it back.
I love the fact that he didn't say he's not.
Well, I'm thinking about
I
it.
don't want to lie. Come on now. Yeah, that's good. Own it,
I'm
bro.
thinking about it if I should say I am or not. No, thanks, man, for the
Shout
plug
out
for me.
God bless my talk.
Same.
Welcome to Black Excellence. Do not fear, for if you do, just sip on some grandeur. And if you still do, ask ourselves, what would Mapapunzi do? Parama chilla, itlesha lefiki. Ungoyigi, even if when they ask you, how sabini, do not fear. For if you do, just say, Anistivi. This is the medicine of censorship. This is the pill. Which one is that one? Podcast and chill.